This is Unapologetically Keisha, and I am here with one of my favorite people in the world. I love it. I am going to introduce my beautiful guest, Miss Riley the Red Pill. How you doing?
Hey, baby, how you doing?
Thank you for coming. Girl, hey.
What it do, boy?
Oh my God, I'm so excited. We told everybody the collab was coming, and baby,
We did it.
it's here.
This is a long time coming.
It was, because we talked about this years ago.
Years ago.
We talked about doing this a long time ago. And I know that you went and you did your Riley the Red Pill. I love it. I listened to it. I absolutely love it.
Well, thank
and
you.
I definitely wanted us to get together so that we can just start talking how we always talk. Girl.
Let me say this. I'm super proud of you.
Thank you.
You came up. You decided to step out.
Yes.
Step into your whole passion. Step into who Keisha is.
I love it.
Unapologetically, I must say.
And I'm not stopping.
Right.
And for nobody.
But tell me, so uniquely the name, everybody uses unapologetically, right? They're like, I'm unapologetic this, whatever aspect they want to use that terminology in, but do they really understand it? So I guess what I want you to share is the uniqueness of why you decided on that name. And what does that mean for Keisha?
So for me, I think that lately, always, since a child, I've always been a people pleaser. And I'm trying to learn how to not be so much a people pleaser. I'm learning to focus on me. And so when I decided to do this, it came from a place of grief. We talked about my girlfriend passing away. That was very traumatic for me, because she passed away the same day that her and I was together. So that has been devastating. And so when I decided to do, I had a podcast or whatever that I was doing with some girlfriends, but I wanted to kind of open up and just do my own thing, just so that I can have conversations, a little bit, personal conversations. But again, it came from a place of grief.
So this was an intimate space for you.
This is intimate.
This is creating that intimate space for you.
For me, yeah, just so that I can have those
a safe space,
so that I can have those conversations.
I love
Absolutely,
it. Okay.
yeah. So when I created the name, I had different names, but I was like, you know what? I'm unapologetic. I am unapologetically Keisha, because I'm going to do what I want to do.
Absolutely.
As a Sagittarius, that's already given.
That's what we do.
It's already given. But I'm going to do and say what I want to say at any given time. And so that's probably where the name came from. And for you.
I love it.
Yeah. Thank you.
I do.
And for you,
I do.
Riley the Red Pill. Where did that came from? Because I feel like I need a dose of the pill.
You do.
Okay, good.
But what it is that, so the backstory is, it all came about when I was living in Atlanta. You remember I went to Atlanta for 5 years.
Oh my God, I remember you moved to Atlanta, girl.
I'm sorry. I'm back though.
Thank you.
So at any rate, I had a photographer. So it was a big thing for me. Every birthday I had to take my pictures, right? That was my birthday present to myself. But my photographer in conversation, he was a male photographer. And we constantly had conversations where we were talking about topics with relationships and men and health and, the suicide rate with men. And this became that conversation, male and female. So he was like
a battle kind of like?
It wasn't really a battle. It was a conversation.
Okay.
So he simply said, Riley, you should be a female red pill. And I was like, I never thought of it in the concept of me taking it somewhere else, because I have conversations all the time.
Right.
I mean, I love conversations. The best thing to do is to communicate. Is to have a conversation.
Absolutely.
So in him saying that, I started studying the red pill backstory, and I found out there were movies that specifically were about the red pill, which is a overall of talking about stories and things that are going on with men in society, and suicide rate, domestic violence, health, like things we don't really look at for men, but we see it in women. So aside from that, being a woman that was taking accountability for myself in relationships and seeing myself in my relationships, and I was considered a bully, I was considered bossy, I was considered all those things, and recognizing those things, I was like, I want to take accountability for myself.
For yourself.
And I want to see our Black men strive in the capacity and and be in a capacity that they have a safe space. So what can I do different? So I created my platform for men.
For men.
I'm the female advocate for men.
I love that.
And I use Raleigh the Red Pill because of the understanding of it. And it's self-help. Now, I'm not biased, my ladies. Don't. I know I'm going to get a lot of kickback from that.
But
and
this
I
is for
expect
men.
it. And it's fine with me because in a now life that we're living in our Black communities and marriages and relationships and our growth in our communities and even with all the things we're going on, all the things that's going on in society, we need a support system for ourselves, right?
Right.
So what better way to do it but within ourselves? And we don't have a platform where they can have a safe space, where men can vent, where they can cry, where they can be themselves, where we can have a round table and we just have a conversation. So I do that.
I love that.
I do.
So how do men feel though talking to women? Because most time men tend to be more engaged with having conversations that surrounded around their around men. So
I find a lot of times my conversation with men are great.
Really?
They love having the ability to voice themselves, but to hear feedback. Not necessarily is it just positive for them, but just from a female, just hearing themselves being able to say what they can't say in their households, in their churches, in their workplace, wherever the case may be, and having somebody that's actually listening to them to give them a positive response.
What they be saying?
I mean, the conversations vary. So I've talked to men that have been married like 30 years, 24 years. And I noticed that in those marriages, even 5 years, I noticed in some of those marriages, and we don't have to get into a marriage concept. We can have that for another conversation because you being my sister that's married and I am still single. But that's a conversation we'll say for another day. But I find that men carry a lot of T's. And I call T's the traumas, the triggers, the
Absolutely.
the thoughts, the processes of what they carry from their women in those relationships. Because what we don't realize is that men are nurturers as well. Men are not robots. And a lot of times we always focus on the understanding that men have the strength and they're supposed to be powerful and they're supposed to have the backbone. But in reality, where is their safe space?
And they're human.
They're human.
And I think we tend to
robots.
take that out. Yeah, we tend to forget that. We forget that men are human.
We do.
Yeah.
We do.
Even me in my own marriage, I forget that my husband is human. Because I'm like, why you didn't do this? Why come you didn't do that? And one time he said, Keisha, leave me alone.
Right.
And I'm like, oh, let me leave him alone. Because he's serious. And so I had to come to realization that, again, like you said, he's not a robot. He's human.
Right.
So I get it.
Right.
I
And
get
so
it.
that understanding. So
That's where the
Raleigh
name
the
came.
Red Pill from.
I love it. So you an advocate for men.
I am.
I love that. I
I
love that.
love my Black men.
I love them too.
I love them. I'm trying to help. In places that they don't
You
get
trying to help or you trying to get one?
No, well, that too.
Oh, because you
hopefully
want
that's gonna come. I'm single. I'm ready.
It's coming. I swear. Yes.
Yeah, so
Okay.
And it's funny that we even talk about that because that's been very hard being single. And the capacity of being Raleigh the Red Pill. Because, I've done other things. I'm an actress. I have businesses that I'm building. And I'm in this space of Raleigh the Red Pill. And a lot of times, you won't believe the conversations. The first thing they say in relating to them in having communication is, okay, are you Raleigh the Red Pill or are you Andrea?
Oh, because they trying to balance
because
and see where you at, where you coming from.
It can go against me in a sense because it does not always make it secure for a man in my private space. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Because they don't know what part of me that they're receiving. But in reality, I'm going to let y'all know this is just who I am. So regardless if it's Raleigh the Red Pill or Andrea, I'm still going to have that same conversation as me.
And you know what? And so my part-time job, again, I work at the cigar lounge and men frequent there a lot. They deal with a lot. They come to that bar and they sit down and they talk to me. A lot. So I understand a lot what you're saying.
You a bartender, you a counselor, baby.
And really,
You a
oh my God, I've been all that. Even
you're a counselor, you're a teacher.
Even being a hairstylist,
Yes.
like talking to women. And so I'm like, oh my God, I've always been that safe space. But now I'm really that safe space. Men really come and they talk.
And I'm saying it jokingly, but honestly, those are kind of quote unquote counseling sessions.
Yeah.
Beauty salons, barbershops, bars, places where people can just be themselves because that's the space that didn't now start to be themselves and they're able to talk. So yeah, the expectation is there.
It's there, yeah.
And it's good that you have an ear though, because not everybody's gonna have one. So that's good that you do have an ear.
I be irritated.
Yeah, I know.
Listening.
So it's a lot.
Yeah, especially
it can
when
be
they
a lot
be
because if you got your own situations.
Oh, my own stuff going on. But especially they be coming in and be talking, I be like,
right. I don't really want to hear that.
I don't really want to hear that because I
wanna
got my own
recognize?
stuff.
What you gotta
Yeah,
do?
what you doing?
Yeah.
Woodford, what you doing? I don't really want to hear that.
Just something else in this.
Man,
Yeah,
listen.
I get it.
I love this. I love this. Yeah. But you talked about who Riley the Red Pill is, but who is Andrea?
Andrea is a mother, an entrepreneur, an advocate. You know, I am just a multitude of I have so many different talents. So I'm just tapping into myself. And one of the things that I appreciate about myself, let me step back because that leads into my history.
We're going to get into that, girl. Cause
we getting into that today or we're going to do that another
we got some little bit of time to get into a little bit of it. Yeah, a little bit of it, but go.
Okay, well, yeah. That's a conversation need to be had. Yeah, we do that separate because that's because we're going to bring in another aspect of where we're helping in that community.
Yeah.
But in my past and coming from what I've come from, let's say it that way, to where I am now, and God's kept me.
Girl.
You know what I'm saying? And I appreciate the fact that I have been able to experience as much as I have. You know, from my journey, if you will, being able to now coming back home. I've been home 2 years? It's been 2 years already. From Atlanta. So I went to Atlanta for 5 years.
Girl, because I thought you were talking. Okay.
Yeah, no, we're not talking about that.
We said, I thought
but
we
yeah,
get into that.
So coming back from Atlanta for 2 years and just constantly just putting me in places where he's just allowing me to grow and being able to grow in the capacity that I am in either job or in my family or whatever, I'm still able to be able to present like Riley the Red Pill, but be Andrea at that same time. Yeah. And seeing myself in a different capacity because I had a lot of time with myself. And like I encourage people in my show, because we talked about it before, my self-help comes from you have to know what's within you to be able to do anything else. And you got to love the you and you.
And you, baby. Listen. And so I'm almost 50. And I'm going to be honest. I've been a mother since I've been 17 years old.
So have I.
And so I'm still mothering a 14-year-old.
Yeah, you do have.
I have a young. So I've been a mom all my life. And so when I tell you I'm tired. But I have not had a chance yet to figure out like who Keisha is.
And I think as you're gauging this, you're learning. I see that in you. Yeah. So let me share that part of it because, you know, I got to pour into my sister because I got to make sure.
Please pour into me.
That you understand. Yeah. But I do see it in this.
Yes, pour into me. I need it.
And don't forget your grandmother, too, because we both grandmothers as well. So.
Oh, my God. And my grandmother of three beautiful grandchildren. Yeah.
I have 5. So, yeah. But I think what I always encourage people is you have to know yourself and love yourself before you present yourself to anybody else.
Yeah.
What I cannot stand is that, and I hate to say it in that way, but I do not like how people carry their weight over to other people, and you expect them to carry your own weight, their weight, and your weight as well.
What do you mean?
Meaning that you haven't gotten to know yourself, right? You're still going through the emotions, the traumas, the triggers, or whatever the case may be. And those are the things we need to sit in that space with ourselves first.
Erykah Badu had a song.
Yeah, did she? We're going to come back. We have to play that at the end of the show.
That song. Yeah.
What Bag Lady?
Bag Lady. Bag Lady.
That's it.
Yeah.
So basically she's saying it in the song. Y'all need to drop that weight off before you take it over to somebody else.
Listen, that weight is so heavy.
But this is my thing. You wonder why your relationships don't work. You wonder why their job doesn't work. You wonder why your families are not in order. It's because you haven't worked on you.
Yeah.
But you expect that man or that woman, whatever the situation may be, because I talk to my men too, to carry the weight that you haven't even dropped off yet.
And it's a lot.
It's a lot. And then you're looking at him like, well, what's wrong with you? What the hell you think is wrong?
And so I'm an advocate for therapy. I'm an advocate for therapy.
Therapy is
because especially for our Black men, a lot of them shy away from therapy. A lot. No. It is statistics. A lot of Black men shy away from therapy, and I think it's necessary. Not only are they dealing with what's going on with today, they also are struggling with childhood trauma.
So do you think they shy away because they were never taught and they were conditioned to understand that nobody hears them, nobody sees them in that space?
That may
So
be
how
the
do
case.
I understand if that's secure for me?
That may be the case.
Because you
but
got to keep in
it's
our black
also-
community, we was not all of us, but some of us were under the understanding or conditioned that therapy, talking to a therapist, why are you talking to that person about your business?
Yeah,
You know what I'm
yeah.
saying? That was
or
the
it's
first thought
weak. It's
process.
weak. It makes you look weak.
That part.
Yeah, so a lot of black men look at it because even when me and my husband decided to do marriage counseling, one of his biggest things was, like you said, I don't want people in my business.
Yeah.
I don't. It's not necessary. We can figure this out within the four walls of our house.
Right.
And I'm like, I can't figure it out. I don't know what's going on. We need somebody who specializes in stuff for us to have those conversations. I need to be able to understand what happened to you, or where you come from as a human being, so that way I can pour into our marriage differently.
Right.
Yeah, so
Right.
I get it.
And like you
yeah.
said, carrying childhood traumas, again, that goes back to them understanding themselves, them either forgiving themselves or understanding themselves, different aspects of what their life has been. People don't understand. We all come from different backgrounds. You don't know what a person's situation was, how their relationship was with their parents, if they had parents, if the parents liked them. That's another show.
That's a whole
and growing,
yeah, that's a whole
and growing,
show.
and we don't understand. And I always encourage people to understand this. Don't expect everybody to have the same energy, attitude, or persona that you have.
Yeah.
We all have different backgrounds. You have to take people and receive people
where they are. Absolutely. I definitely agree.
Absolutely.
So
Don't expect me to be
yeah, and you not, and you not. Don't expect me to be, and you
Right.
not. Yes.
Exactly.
So listen. So we talked about that, but we said that this was our collab. We was coming
Absolutely,
out,
absolutely. So
and we were going to have raw
that's all we're giving.
conversation.
That's it.
So I know you said things could wait, but
Well, how much more time we got?
we not
Okay.
waiting.
So
We not waiting. We not, because we got some time to have
we do
those
we do.
conversations.
So when I was talking about my journey is
Your
what you're
journey,
speaking of.
right.
Okay.
Mhm,
So
mhm,
yeah, and talking about it. And a lot of women don't talk about it. So I was incarcerated and I was incarcerated for 6 years. That's combined with probation. And so with that, you don't have a lot of women like me that come out and say it's okay to have a space to talk about this and encourage each other. I'm going to give a shout out to my butterfly crew. And who that is there's a group of women from Alderson, West Virginia camp that it's 100 of us.
That's where you were incarcerated
That's where I was
at?
incarcerated at. 100 of us that get together annually. And they get together, and these women, ironically, like myself, I'm in a position where I have a great job. These women are now lawyers, are working in government.
I love that.
Have their own businesses, doing advocacy for different variations of whatever it may be, and seeing the strength in them women, and we still come together 100 strong, just to show that we are a support system for each other.
Girl, you said how many years?
I did 6. That's combined with probation. So
listen, girl, I was locked up,
and I was in a
4 days.
federal prison. So yeah. Thank you,
Girl. When I tell you I was locked up, incarcerated for 4 days, baby, I almost lost my mind. I called, girl. I was locked up for 4 days.
So what's so funny to me is that the people give a certain perception that, if you go to a camp and you're with women, you're supposed to come out one way, this, that, and that. Let me tell y'all something. I'm a straight woman. I'm always gonna be straight.
Oh, you like men,
and I'm happy with
you
myself.
Like men.
And yes,
you like men.
all of that. But I want to say, I love them. Don't love my men.
Because that is a stigma where you was okay.
Yeah, it is. Yeah. And I'm gonna let y'all know that's not always true. I don't know where y'all get that from and why y'all think people go in there and change, but it's a mindset thing, and I get it. But I want to say this, in that space, God again kept me.
Yeah.
Because I needed to know who I was. If I had not taken that journey, I don't know where I would be. Because it could have been worse.
Worse than, yes.
Right?
Yeah.
And my case was bank fraud. So therefore, thank God, I shouldn't say it this way, I was incarcerated before Madoff because the laws have changed for white collar crimes. And it could be a lot different. I could have did 33 years instead of 6. Right?
See, right.
So in that capacity, I was, and keeping it raw, they want to know what it is behind prison. I took a job as a landscaper because I said I wanted 40 acres and a mule by myself. I wanted that time with God by myself. So I'm mowing 4 acres a day.
So you was just outside.
Outside.
Yeah, outside.
I mean, in the boots. They like, Riley, you was a prissy woman. How you out there? Yeah, I was out there in boots, sweating, under 100-degree weather,
Girl,
mowing with a push mower. Listen, but still we had women in there that would teach us Sunday services. I sung in a choir while I was there. I networked while I was there. When I tell you, it's some unbelievably amazing women that are incarcerated.
I could believe it.
These women, and unfortunately, their crimes come from different barriers of, either they protective of sons. There were grandmothers in there that took crimes for their grandsons. I was down there with Miss Perry, which is Rayful Edmonds' aunt. And historically, like Billie Jean.
Michael Jackson?
No. Oh. Billie Holiday. Thank you, because it was
Billie Jean is not my
that part.
Okay.
Listen, the movie out. I was just throwing it off for a minute. But Billie Holiday historically was down there. Of course, y'all know Martha Stewart was there too. But
was you in the camp with Martha Stewart?
No, I didn't see her. No, I wasn't when she was there.
Oh God, I'm about to say, Lord.
Yes,
okay.
ma'am. But my journey.
Girl, I take my hat
all
off.
the stars while I was there. No, I'm just playing.
I take my hat off to you. I would not have been able to survive.
Thank you. And you got to remember, listen, I was in a place, as crazy as it may sound, Alderson has a lot of history. I mean, these women, I was in a place where it was houses that were built. Women actually had babies at this camp. There's a grave site of babies that have died there. Because back then, they had houses. It was a whole different understanding.
Okay.
Yeah, there was a lot that went
like men was coming, they was, okay.
Yeah, I guess so. I don't know what
Girl,
and I didn't get back in that part of the history. But I guess they was getting up in there somehow.
Somehow they was getting in there.
Babies was born.
Lord have mercy.
So, but honestly, it was a space where, you have to raise your kids by phone. I think that was, and I know that was the hardest part for me. I wasn't there for my youngest daughter's prom, so experiencing that, and my first grandchild was born when I was going in. And so I missed out on a lot, but I still had a connection with my family, even though it's not the connection that, of course, that everyday touch and feel.
Right.
But it made me learn me. It humbled me to the point that I knew that I was able to do so much more. Like, I learned a lot about myself as far as being intelligent, as far as where I was going in life, what my plan was for life, how I could structure my life, and how much God is in my life. And sometimes you guys just look at those opportunities and understand those reasonings for that. He just needs you in a place to sit you down, because if I don't, you'll be in a worse situation.
Girl, listen, I keep talking about when I was in jail for 4 days, girl. But I tell
you, 4 days, you think you learned yourself in 4 days? You said real quick, huh? You was appreciative.
What I learned was discipline. I learned to not allow my emotions to take over me.
Right.
Because I was locked up for those 4 days for doing something crazy.
Okay.
Honey, listen. I don't know how you did 6 years. I would have turned gay.
Yeah, no.
I ain't lying.
Okay.
I ain't lying. I ain't lying.
But that was,
because 4 days I had friends. I met friends there. Girl, I'm talking about, I was
like to talk to people.
I was giving people my phone number.
We sometimes can be the difference at the church, because I be like, I just need to sit by myself. I don't want to be bothered with nobody.
Girl, I was giving girls my phone number. Call me. Because I wasn't sure what was going on.
For 4 days?
For 4 days. I was scared to. No, let me say this.
4 days.
Let me say, I wasn't scared.
Because you must have went in on a Friday, had to stay the weekend.
No.
Oh, that was 4 days. Okay.
I went in on a Wednesday, and I came home on a Saturday with an ankle monitor on my leg. Then people came to pick me up, and I had to wear ankle monitor for 4 months.
Yeah, the discipline is real.
That discipline is real.
It's real.
So that time that I couldn't go nowhere and move how I wanted to move, it really showed me emotional intelligence.
Yeah.
I learned that I could not allow my emotions to take over.
That's right.
Because as a woman, we tend to do that sometimes. Like, I'm not going to speak for all women, but for Keisha, I would allow my emotions to take over. Like, I go from 0 to 1,000. I have no medium. at all. It's either, oh, hey girl, Keisha. I'm like, what? Like,
Yeah.
that's me.
Yeah.
No. So, yeah, that's me. So, within that little time, I learned like
Discipline.
Yeah. Like, because I could not imagine being away from my child for 6 years.
Yeah. So the discipline and structure was definitely implemented.
It was implemented.
It still carries over into my everyday life now.
I love that. I be listening to you. I be like, girl.
I be trying, girl. I be trying.
Girl, yeah.
Because, I mean, it's a lot more, you know.
No, yeah.
And it's
you
a
have
lot
a
more
story.
than-
Yeah, all of us.
It's not just my story. It's just, you know, speaking on things about life. Like, you know, my show is real. And I talk about self-help. So I'm talking about everything. I mean, everything. Like, I'm doing my series right now. It's called Caring for Caring.
What does
Caring
that look
while
like?
caring.
What does that look like?
And that's in the capacity of a lot of us at this age. And I mean, there's other ages, but I'm going to say right now because we're in our 50s, right?
You in your 50s.
You 50.
I'm not 50 yet.
Not yet? When you going to be 50?
Not yet.
How long?
In December.
Girl, by a couple more months. Okay, you be in the 50 crew. Okay.
I'm 49.
Okay.
And not,
In that capacity. But let's just say in our older age, as our parents are getting older, a lot of us are caring for our parents. And that shit is not easy. It's not easy, and it depends on the capacity of what you're in, especially if you're dealing with parents. And you know, either parents change, as we know, and at different variations of how you're caring for them from, you know, the beginning stages of it just being something, and I'm not going to say it's minor, but just being on the smaller or the bottom of the scale to dementia.
The dementia.
Right? So
it's hard.
It's hard. A lot of people, and when you haven't been in that space and don't know that space and didn't expect that space, you just don't know what to do. And taking in a lot of personalities, or even to the extreme, like you have family members, mothers that you did not even have a relationship with, that you now finding yourself taking care of. And you know this woman don't like you, and you got a Ben and grin and Ben and grin.
Those people better than me.
I can't even get the word out.
But you're doing too much.
I'm trying to do all this for you, and
it's a lot.
It's hard to say you're not doing it when you
haven't been faced
with it, and when you got to do it.
Yeah,
because I'm an only child too. So it's a different dynamic for me. When it comes to parents and care, that's a whole different dynamic.
Yeah.
But stepping into that space, and I'm teaching people how to be able to deal in that space, because it's not easy. And everybody's not going to tell the truth about it. You know, they think that they're supposed to do it just because this is my mom and my dad. There's a lot of barriers to that.
The barriers to go with it.
There's a lot of barriers to that.
I remember, and I know, but I recall when my husband's mom got sick.
Yeah, I remember that.
Yeah, she got sick, and we took her to the hospital or to the doctors. And that same day, they told her that she had stage 4 lung cancer. And at that moment, she told my husband, I don't want to go home by myself. She moved in with us.
I remember that.
Yes. And so I get it. My husband and I, we had to rearrange and change our life to take care of his mom. Sadly, she passed away, but we did. Yeah, we had to take.
And it was a different adjustment.
It was an adjustment for us. My mother, thank God, my mother is still walking. She mean as a rattlesnake, Gwendolyn. My mother mean as a rattlesnake. I know where I get it from. But my mother's still living, and she's breathing, and she's healthy, and so I'm thankful to still have, you know, my mom here.
But
so
even in that capacity, you had to deal with your husband dealing with seeing his mom in that capacity, and not
it was rough. It was
so you had to deal with his emotions, her emotions, the kids. Yeah. So that's a lot of what I'm talking about now, because people don't talk about that.
They don't.
They think it's just it's okay not to be okay.
I am so excited that this here is
happening.
It's happening. There's no stopping it. It's happening. We are going to continue to have these collaborations.
Absolutely.
Yes, this is going to be amazing, because I think that we're so much alike. We're so much alike, but we're so different.
We are.
We're so much alike, but we're so different.
We are.
So I think, again, that this is going to be good.
It's going to be excellent.
It's
in
my
favorite
great.
terms, I always say, what? It's amazing.
It's amazing. It's amazing. And my favorite thing, I'll be
amazing.
like, girl.
All the time.
Girl.
Listen.
This is gonna be good. I look forward to
it as well.
Us doing.
I think we have a lot that needs to be heard and a lot to share.
Yeah. Because this was only the tip of the iceberg. Because I definitely want to get into, like you talked about, moms, and I wanted us to talk about this is a little personal, but again, I had a conversation before, but I think I shared with you about molestation
Yeah, we talked about
and
that.
all of this. I
Because,
want
yeah,
us
we
to
share a
have we
story
shared a
alike.
story
Yes.
alike about
So we
that.
have to discuss
So
that as
this
well.
is gonna be good, and I hope that maybe we can get the therapist that I shared
You
with
had
us.
on your show
I
just
had on my show
previously,
period,
yeah.
yeah, recently. So I
Phenomenal
hope we
woman.
can get her. Yeah, I hope that we can have her on here
Absolutely.
so that we can have those conversations
do.
because I need some healing.
Well, all you gotta do is make the phone call. So I don't know
Yeah.
what you mean. Hope we can get her back on
We're
here.
gonna
Keep
get
coming.
her. She gonna come. She gonna come.
She come.
We're gonna get her back on so that we can have those conversations because I need to unravel and I need to figure out who Keisha is and
I
where
love
and
that.
where I'm going.
And you're supposed
yeah,
to.
yeah, because I'm like at 50 years old, I should know. You would think that a person should know
Listen.
themselves, but I really do not know.
Keisha, there's no
Keisha.
blueprint for any of this.
And I love that. I
We
love
have to
that.
learn
Yeah,
ourselves
yeah.
in every capacity that we know ourselves.
But I know that I'm not going back
there
to
you go.
that old
There you go.
girl. I'm not
That's the only thing
tolerating
you have to worry
anything
about.
else. So I'm not 50 yet, but I'm almost. I'm
Okay.
almost 50.
155. So
I love it. You look damn good, girl. Again,
thanks,
I
Billy.
love you. I'm
I love you
Keisha,
too.
unapologetically. And
I'm-
who are you?
I'm Riley the Red Pig.
And I love it. Is my ass showing? Do I
keep that on that shit? Girl, bye. Sit down.
Bye.
Bye.
Make sure you subscribe to Keisha. I'm unapologetically Keisha. I'm on all social media platforms. And make sure
You subscribe to Riley the Red Pill. I'm on all platforms. And I'll be coming to y'all soon. I'm trying to get it together on YouTube, so just bear with me.
I
I
can
love
help
y'all.
you. Bye.